let me start this video off right now and say the following two words. Holy shit. Now we got that out of the way. If you recall, a while ago, I did a video, and in said video, I mentioned which would you buy? A Nintendo GameCube or a Sega Dreamcast? Now, I've already explained to you that I bought them both, but hold on. I decided that for this pickup video, I was going to just call it the Game Trader pickup for whatever today's date is, April 4/29, 2010. But because of the fact that some of the items in here mentioned were actually referenced and recommended highly by certain people or just referenced in a video, I figured I would do the next best. I would do a better thing and actually do this pickup video in honor of certain individuals. Now then, the first thing is in this box. And what is it? Well, it is, yeah. Yes, folks. It is the lunchbox, if you will. This is a silver Nintendo GameCube. And it is I didn't get the games for this though. No. My store credit wouldn't have allowed it, so I did the next best thing, and you'll see what that is in a minute. But yes, I do plan on actually getting games for this thing in the very near future. And I actually bought this also because my brother had one, and I seriously wanted to get one. So, and by the way, I didn't screw around. There was this, the controller, the damn brick, and of course, the cable for the AV. So there's that. Now then, and I bought that off recommendation of ReviewTechUSA. By the way, it would have cost about $30 plus sales tax. Why do I say would have? I'll get into that in a minute. So then we get to this bag. Now, of course, I'm going to show you the system that was so far ahead of its time. Sega whacked it. The Sega Dreamcast. And yes, folks, it's thinking. So, we got this. Now, for this, here's the controller. And in the controller, what's this? A virtual memory unit. Now this ran me $9. They did have it. They, believe it or not, do have them new at Game Trader for like $13. So we got that. Now, I know what you're thinking. He didn't do it. He didn't do what he did with his GameCube and just bought the system with no games, right? No, I didn't. But first off, just so you know, here's the cords that go to the blade thing. Now then, 2 of these games came off of recommendations, or they were featured in a video from a certain YouTuber. I'm going to show the games that were featured, and I'm going to tell you the YouTuber that they were featured by. Did you get all that? Alright, cool. First one. This one was featured by ReviewTechUSA, and it is, of course, Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast. Now, I've played Soul Edge, and I do own Soul Calibur 4, and I think I still have Soul Calibur 3. Let me check that. Well, let me rephrase that. I did own it. But this game came highly recommended. So I did what a sane normal human being would do. Bought it. And, well, I'll tell you what the price would be. $7.99. Then we got a game that was featured in one of Johnny Millennium, otherwise known as HappyConsoleGamer's videos. And that is... Give me a second, okay? Because I don't know what the heck. Some little dip way to actually put the card in front of the game. Blue Stinger for the Dreamcast, and this was featured in Johnny Millennium's, as I mentioned, it's featured in Johnny Millennium's, or HappyConsoleGamer's, one of his videos. So I'm dying to see how this plays, to be perfectly honest, and I'm not worried about cheesy voice acting. Then, let me go ahead and say it right now, I am not the biggest fan of the series, but what the hell, I figured I'd buy it anyway because I did have Code Veronica X. This is Code Veronica for the Sega Dreamcast. Now then, it's in one of these bags right here. Alright, here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Listen carefully right quick. The 2 systems would have cost me about $70. Would have. But I had the store credit to cover that. The 3 games I showed you, well, that you know that buy 2 get 1 free that I'm always on like a crack addict. Well, guess what, folks? It applies to Dreamcast games. 2 of these I paid for it, basically. 1 I didn't. But in reality, I didn't pay for a fucking thing. I still have $1 something in store credit. And yeah. So, to recap, I got a Dreamcast again, I got a controller, I got a VMU, I got my GameCube, and I didn't have to pay a bloody cent. Folks, that's just about the equivalent of a cheap-ass pickup, except I almost feel like I stole it. Anyway, you have a great day, and Johnny and ReviewTech, this one's for you guys. Later.